Yo, what is up, guys? So welcome back to another video on this channel. So I hope you guys have a lovely day so far. So a little bit different. I'm here to talk about Crossplay. So Crossplay is now available on F122, so everyone can finally do Crossplay. So that's good news for everyone, including myself. So I'm quite pleased with it. So we're doing some Crossplays open lobbies right now. So doing 3 races in this one. So stay tuned for that. So first race for that is at Australia, at Albert Park. 5 nights are out and we're off. Starting at the back in 13th. So just trying to avoid the carnage. Get through there is Normally. Luckily I got through there nicely into P8 after turn 2. Just trying to see what's going on, what's ahead of me, and then the other two all three got tangled there. That puts me into P6 by the end of the first sector, so not too bad from 13th. This McLaren guy is a little bit slow there. I was going to go to the Neff, but he was kind of in the middle, so I wasn't sure where to go. Luckily I got the run, and using all my ERS around the outside, just before this bit, luckily I got through there. One guy made a mistake there, that puts me into P4 by the end of the middle sector. And coming towards this 90-degree turn, the new turn on this layout, updated circuit in real life. Still in P4, so not a bad average first lap for me, so not too bad. So I'm kind of alright at the moment, okay at this point. So all I gotta do is try and stay with them and see how I go from there. So while that's going along, Crossplay is finally available. Sorry about that, my speaking's a bit odd, so my apologies there. So so Crossplay is available on F122. So this guy made a mistake there. Luckily it was ghosted, so no issues there. So managed to get into P3 after the first sector. So so while I'm trying to clear away from the field and try to catch up to the first two, while I said Crossplay is available, so I said that about a few times now, so my apologies. So it's available now, so everyone can do multiplayer, social play, and with your friends and all that. And also you can do 2-player as well, so if your friend's on Xbox or PC, or if someone else is on Xbox and your friend's on PlayStation, like I am, you can play like career mode, and you can be as a team, or you can against each other on the internet, like in multiplayer. So that's good news as well. And coming towards the end of lap 3, or no, sorry, the end of lap 2, my apologies. Just trying to make sure I don't make a mistake, but luckily I haven't made a mistake so far. So far so good. Just trying to catch up to the leaders. I know that Ferrari's quick, so I'm just trying to I've got about 70% of the EOS remaining, so I've still got loads of EOS to play with. So still got time. Only at halfway in this race. So coming towards through here, this leader made a mistake here, so that puts me into P2 right now, and so that puts me into P2 right now. By the end of lap 5, 2 laps later, me and then the Ferrari guy still 1 and 2, so it's been like that for 2 laps. And so finished P2 around Australia, so not a bad first race of the day. I'll take P2 from 13th, so not too bad. So So got some loads of PlayStations in this one. PC, Xbox, just a tiny bit. Just not that much in there. As we move on to the second race at Brazil, at Interlagos. I'm starting in the middle this time. It is a full lobby in this one. Starting in P9. And as 5 lights are out, I didn't get a good start on this one. Kind of not the best start, but it was an okay... This is not worse. Yeah, a little bit bargy there at the first 2 corners. Lucky I got through into the top 5, while all the others were crashing into each other. So I got into P5, so not too bad after the first sector. Now just trying to get a first clean lap and try and catch up to the others. I mean, feeling alright at this point. Just trying to stay with these guys because I don't want to get tangled into a mess like we just saw on the first lap. You have to be lucky and smart sometimes if you do open lobbies. If you manage to get through the field, it's absolutely fine. But if you get tangled or if you make a mistake, that's what happens. But luckily, I didn't make a mistake in this one, so everything's alright at this point. I'm trying to get past this Mercedes, but I know he's using a little bit of ERS than I am, so... And also, found it very tricky to get past him. I mean, it's not easy as it looks, but I am trying my best. Well, I'm feeling okay at this point. Just trying to settle in the race a little bit and see where he comes from, where's the best to go. Luckily, I'm still in the top 5. He's got a 2-second penalty, so I was kind of alright at this point. I didn't even notice I didn't even notice that when I watched it back. So yeah, so at the end of that 2, trying to stay close to him, using a bit of ERS, trying to save ERS as much as I can. And I'm a little bit closer, but he's using a bit of ERS, so... And then that Ferrari's right behind me as well, so I'm kind of in a sandwich at this point. Coming through here, in this DRS zone. I'm using a bit of ERS. Got the DRS, but I'm too far back. So, and also the DRS and the toe is not powerful enough on this game that it was on 2021. Or the PC games when it was so powerful, but this one is not powerful. As we're coming towards through the middle sector up the hill, I managed to go for a sneaky dive bomb on this turn. Luckily, he got me the space and let me some room there. Coming through here was a bit odd, but I thought someone's gonna hit me, but luckily it didn't. So I can move on into clear air, so I can catch up to the others. And as I looked on the map, those 2 had collided right behind me. So that was very lucky for me to get past him. So finally got past him, and I'm into clear air, and I can finally get the hammer down to catch up to the top 3. So I've got breathing room, so I can breathe a little bit, and then everything's alright from there. So now at the end of that, well, we're on that 4 right now. So at the end of that 5, and that skipped a lap later, I managed to catch up to a P3 on the Xbox person. We've got an Xbox person in P2. I don't know who's leading, but I think I was the only PlayStation guy in the top 5. So I'll say I'll finish 4th in this one at Brazil, so not too bad. So I'll definitely take P4 from barging and a bad start as well. So I'll take P4. At least I'm in the top 10 though. It's better than last. So I'll take top 10, top 5 all day. Not too bad at all. around Brazil. So similar pace to the Needers, but it's alright. If you look down towards P12 in the Red Bull, if you have seen it, this guy in this race at France, at Paul Ricard right now, 98 was called, so, well, can't remember his name, so my apologies. That guy in the Red Bull, yeah, so that guy needs to be kicked in this nobby. He was fine at Brazil, he was okay at Brazil, well, because I was a little bit further ahead. As we come towards, well, the first sector, first 2 turns, a little bit bargy, and once again, and a little bit messy there. This bit there was a bit odd. I mean, I'm not sure the game was freeze or someone hit me behind, but I don't know. I did check it back, it was kind of both really. Luckily I got through there normally, managed to survive it, and into the top 5 once again. Yeah, so he was needing the race, or if I check on the map, I think he was needing. Coming through here, well, I didn't mean to take the corner cut, so it's not like I'm doing it on purpose, but I'm just doing the best I can, and I mean, everyone's not perfect, so even I'm not perfect, so I'm just doing the best I can every time I do these lobbies. That guy went wide, off going somewhere else. Got into P4 there, no issues at all. I was feeling settled at this point than it was in the first sector, because it was a bit messy as you saw. I was in the middle again in this race, so I was kind of a weird place to be, but lucky I survived it, so on the first lap. So I'm not using the EOS here because I'm trying to save it as much as I can. It's not a 3-lap race, it's 5 laps. So I'm trying to save EOS for 2 laps, just save enough for by the end of the race. So I started to go around the outside of the Red Bull, and then the Alfa Romeo, I don't know what just happened there. And then I got a legal overtake for that, on that Red Bull guy. I thought that was a good move, but I don't know why it was a legal overtake. But luckily, it was gone, so I'm lucky I didn't get a 3-second penalty. So if it was a 3-second penalty, if I got a 3-second penalty right now, I would have been, well, no, I would have been a bit unfair for that. I'll be a little bit furious on that. I was thinking, how is that a legal overtake? But luckily I didn't get a legal overtake, so it's fine. So got into P2 by the end of the straight. A little bit wide there, but just a little bit weird. It's a little bit. Driving was a little bit weird, but luckily I still managed to get okay results, like in the first 2 races. So this is my last race of the day, so for this one, and this time, well, as I said, we're at France. Managed to call up to the leader, so that's the guy I was talking about earlier when this guy needs to be kicked. I mean, he was okay on this straight, so I was like, okay, fair play. So I'm not worried about. He's got a 2-second penalty, so I wasn't worried about it. I was just taking my time through there and saving. I was waiting for where the DRS comes, and then that's when I'll tack when I have a chance. So I'm coming towards the end of the first sector. I'm in this DRS zone. I was the only one in the top 5 with no penalties. So I was kind of in a good place at the moment. So coming towards through here, using a bit of DRS, got the DRS, turning it off because his red light was flashing. So I was like, okay, I don't need to use it a bit more. As we come towards the chicane, he turned a bit too early, as you can see. It felt, as I saw that, well, when I watched it back, it turns out he turned a little bit too early. It feels like he should have got me a little bit more space, and should have turned a little bit later on that chicane. Well, I thought I had a chance. I mean, I wasn't in the wrong. I mean, I managed to get alongside him, but he just turned in too early. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I still got 2 laps remaining, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I mean, the first one was... I mean, it feels like he should have got me a little bit more space on the inside, because he feels like he's a bit... He turned a bit too early there. I mean, you'll see at the end of the race what happens after... Well, what happens if I catch him up again. Well, I am a bit... I've got some clear air, so at least I can get the foot down. I'm using a tiny bit of ERS, trying to catch up a little bit from there. Coming towards the end of that, well, first sector, they all got penalties. I remember they all got penalties, so I might have a chance to catch up a little bit, because I was the only one with no penalties, including the Haas guy right behind me in 5th. I mean, we were quite close together, so I was worried he was going to overtake me, but luckily he was too far back and luckily didn't tangle me. So that's fair play to him. 17 where his name is, so my apologies, in the Haas. So fair racing, so on this one, not too bad. What I'm doing is trying to catch up to the first 3. And then save my EOS a little bit when I need to, if I get a good momentum, I don't know. As we come towards the end of that 4, I managed to go up to this Red Bull guy again, the one who tangled me at the chicane on that 3, a lap ago. So I managed to go up to him. He's got, what, 4 seconds of penalty, so I managed to caught him up again. So I was trying to think how I'm going to get past him without getting into a spin again. So I'm trying to get closer to him. So I'm in his DRS, so at least I've got the DRS on the next straight. So that helps me a little bit. Coming through here, I'm much closer than I was 2 laps ago. And then coming through here, I managed to get even closer. He's still got no EOS. Managed to get the DRS on this lap. And then this, I managed to go to the outside. And then I managed to get past him before the turn. Saving the EOS a little bit, because I've got DRS. As we come towards through the chicane, and he tangled me on the right rear. And I was like, are you serious? I just got past you nicely, and then you just tangled me. So he turned in early, didn't give me space, and he tangled me on the turn before the straight. So yeah, that is why this guy needs to be kicked in this lobby. So it feels like this guy needs to be kicked or something. I don't know. On my point of view, because he hit me, he didn't give me space, and then he tagged me, and he turned in too early when I was just about to go for the move or something like that. So at the end of the race, those 2 have got penalties, and so I crossed the line in P3. I managed to win a race from that recovery, from that spin. So I won the race at France, so I'll take the victory all day. So yeah, I'll take the victory, another top 3, and I managed to recover from that spin. So I'll take that all day. So yeah, so it feels like that guy needs to be kicked, on my point of view, because what I said earlier. So if, yeah, or maybe it's just, well, maybe it's just a warning. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say. And also, crossplay is now available. What I said that earlier in the video. So it's available now, and also that guy needs to be kicked. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so I'm going to end it here for this one. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. That'll appreciate a lot. And also turn notifications as well, so you don't miss the next video. So you don't miss all the other features of videos on the board or wherever I do. And I'll see you guys next time. See you guys around. See you guys next video. And see you later.